explore the wilderness and the unknown, climb mountains, hunt your own food, travel with your family, have campfires, and stargaze every night. An adventure awaits you when you journey down the Oregon Trail. When said like that, voyaging west on the Oregon Trail seems like an endless escapade. However, that wasn't quite the case. The Oregon Trail is sometimes known as the longest graveyard in America. This well-known path of travel carried many tragedies along its way. However, it was a vital part of shaping our country into what it is now. A few decades after Lewis and Clark famously explored the new land given to the United States in the Louisiana Purchase, many people started considering a move to the west. Starting in 1839 and lasting until 1861, hundreds of thousands of settlers, sometimes called pioneers, packed up all their belongings in covered wagons and made their way along the Oregon Trail. According to PBS.org, the Oregon Trail itself wound from Missouri to Oregon and covered approximately 2,000 miles. Many people wanted their own land, more space, or just a new, hopefully better life. But there were many reasons to travel west, but it was not as glamorous as it was made out to be. Tragedy was a common traveling companion of the pioneers. There were many hardships along the path. Disease such as pneumonia, dysentery, and scurvy killed over 15,000 people alone. That doesn't even include people who died from drowning, getting shot while hunting, or being caught up in an attack by Native Americans. Another cause of death was unfortunately getting run over by one of the covered wagons. They were extremely heavy and crushed many pioneers, especially children. Back then, they didn't have the technology and medicine that we have today that could have saved many lives. One group of travelers is famously known as the Donner Party. They are renowned for the suffering they endured on their way west. They got stuck in a mountain pass, now known as Donner Pass. A terrible snowstorm engulfed them and would not let them move. NPS.org states that although 87 people entered that pass, when they left after a couple of weeks, only 48 had survived. Many of the group died slowly, either starving or freezing to death. In order to keep from starving themselves, many of the surviving group turned to cannibalism, which meant they ate their dead friends in order to survive, as they had no other food. It is not something any of them wanted to do, but it was essential for their survival. It is probably the most extreme proof of tragedy that exists along the Oregon Trail. All in all, over 65,000 people died along the Oregon Trail. None of them made it to their final destination. The website ocattrails.org discusses how if evenly spaced along the length of the Oregon Trail, there would be a grave every 50 yards from Missouri to Oregon City. That means for every length of a football field, there would be 2 graves for almost 2,000 miles. That's insane. So although the path was fraught with danger, and many people who left Missouri with their families arrived in Oregon alone, there was hope at the end of the trail. Towns popped up all over Oregon and California. People got their new land and new lives. The Oregon Trail also helped lead to the building of the Transcontinental Railroad. This gave many people jobs and allowed travel across the United States to become much simpler, with a lot less tragedy. Some settlers even found gold in California, which led to the mass exodus in 1849 in what is now known as the California Gold Rush. Without the sacrifices from the pioneers, we would not have been able to explore and expand the United States into the country it is today. We can learn a lot from those who traveled across the nation in nothing more than covered wagons and a meager amount of belongings. They showed perseverance in very trying times in order to build a better life for themselves and their descendants. Their tragedies led to the expansion of the United States, the building of a railroad across the nation, new lives for hundreds of thousands of people, and many other personal and national triumphs. So next time you think that something is difficult, push through and persevere like the pioneers did, and you too will be sure to try.